The Acting Up with GTC podcast is a production of the Granbury Theatre Company. The Granbury Theatre Company is a 501c3 nonprofit theater arts production company based in the historic Granbury Opera House in Granbury, Texas. Welcome to Acting Up with GTC, the official podcast of the Granbury Theatre Company, where we pull back the curtain and give you a behind-the-scenes look at everything happening at the historic Granbury Opera House. All right, I'm Micky.
I'm Matt.
And we want to welcome you to the Acting Up with GTC podcast.
Really specifically, the Acting Up with GTC podcast studios.
Woo!
Look at this. Look at how unworthy we are. Because while you have to see us, you get to see this.
Yeah. Much better than a plain white wall.
Yeah, you'd think. Or just nothing while you're just listening to us.
Yeah. No, this is our second podcast episode. Video format, but the first episode to actually video in our studio. Yeah. So
right. It's a special. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and it's a special episode. It's our Halloween Spooktacular.
Oh, Spooktacular!
Ooh. I feel like we're forgetting something.
Oh.
I got it.
Yeah.
And we're back. And now we're in costumes.
We are in costumes.
I am Ted Lasso.
And
Micky, who are you?
I am Heisenberg. Say my name.
Heisenberg.
Thank you. Walter White, Breaking Bad.
Academy kids, have you seen Breaking Bad?
Let's hope not.
I sincerely hope you have not. Parents, don't show your kids Breaking Bad yet.
Yeah.
Let
Not
them
yet.
Get old enough.
Not yet.
But anyway, to the task at hand.
Yeah.
Welcome to the first Halloween Spooktacular.
Oh. Yeah. The GTC, Acting Up with GTC Halloween Spooktacular.
Yes.
We have our
Ava Shields painted.
Why are you showing the bottom of it, man?
Because it's her name's on it.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
The Ava Shields painted pumpkin.
Good job, Ava Shields.
Yes, she did not intend it to be for this, but it got left at the Academy, and this is what it's doing now.
The Granbury Theatre Academy.
Unintentionally,
Pumpkin.
she made some official Halloween decor.
Yeah.
For kind of all Academy things.
Right. So, okay, Halloween Spooktacular. We got a great show lined up coming for everybody today, and this is actually our second episode that is video.
Yes.
So, but tell everybody what we've got planned for the episode today.
So we're really taking advantage of our video format today.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some silly skits. We're gonna find out everybody on the theater company staff's favorite either grusical, which was a term I didn't know before you said it the other day.
Grusical, yeah.
But like gruesome musical.
That is a gruesome musical.
Halloween musical.
Yeah, it's like Sweeney Todd, Jekyll and Hyde, Frankenstein.
Well, we're going to find out their favorite grusical, and then or their favorite just general Halloween scary movie.
Right.
And such. But then the big one, I don't want to say I'm rewarding Academy students' patience because they're not very patient.
Right.
But we're going to let y'all know what next year's season is.
Woo! The children's series.
Yes.
The Granbury Theatre Academy children's series is going to be announced right here on the Acting Up with GTC podcast.
Probably pretty quick.
Yeah. It will be quick. All right. Well, you know what? Without further ado, let's roll. Wait a minute.
Oh.
We do need to do this. Let's acknowledge that the Acting Up with GTC podcast now has a staff.
Yes.
Okay?
We have leveled up.
We have leveled up.
We have a studio
and a staff.
And a staff member.
We have a cameraman.
Yes.
And a production assistant.
Yes.
All wrapped up into one human, that human being Travis Trimble.
Woo! Up to you.
Hey, Travis. Travis is waving at us right now.
Okay. All right. So, all right, Matt. Well, kick us off. Let's roll into
dive right into it.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Okay.
Let's rip the bandage
so
right
so
off.
the thing about it was when I said going to be pretty quick, I meant it was going to happen very soon because I couldn't remember if there was anything else we were going to do on the show.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
So
that's it.
well, I mean, we can't tell them yet. We got to make them wait a little bit. Do we want to tell them our favorite
Yeah.
grusicles and stuff
Okay.
first?
Go ahead. Yeah.
So my favorite grusical, it's Sweeney Todd by far.
Oh,
It's got to be Sweeney Todd.
that's a strong choice.
It's the best. What about
Sweeney
you?
Todd's hard to beat. Okay, so that's your favorite grusical.
Yeah.
My favorite grusical is probably. I'm gonna go with. I'm just gonna copy you, and I'm gonna say Sweeney Todd as well.
Yes.
I love that show.
It would be a fun show for us to do.
It would be a
Wouldn't
fun show. It was a fun show for us to do back in 2015.
yeah.
But now, 10 years later, it would be a fun show to do again.
Maybe
You know,
soon.
Stephen Sondheim, great music.
Oh yeah, I mean you don't
It's
have to sell me
just
on it. I'm
so
trying to.
creepy, right?
I love that show.
Yeah.
It's very very fun. It's not it's not fun, but it's well, it's not happy, but it's fun.
Well, it's fun in a kind of a morbid sort of way.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so that's our favorite grusicles. Since we are the hosts of the podcast, we can also.
I was gonna say I could tell you the season now.
Well, not
Or-
yet. Not yet. I want to know what your favorite scary movie
I was
is.
gonna say I'm not
Yeah.
gonna tell you the season yet because
Yeah.
we're not done talking.
Right.
So my favorite scary movie of all time. Not a big scary movie guy.
Right.
Not a big fan of getting scared, but how can I phrase this? My wife's favorite scary movie to watch me watch is The Conjuring because I get so scared and I start generally yelling and calling the screen bad words
Oh,
because it freaks me out.
okay.
So it's not necessarily my favorite movie, but it is Jenny's favorite scary movie to watch me watch because I'm always like, how bad could it be? I'm sure I was just a wimp a couple years ago, and then I'm holding the blanket up like this and screaming.
So The Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
Okay.
Don't recommend it, but it's funny to watch me watch. Oh, and here's a tidbit from my life. I have made a commentary track for one film in my life,
Oh.
and that is Arachnophobia.
Oh.
Which
Okay.
is, if you're those keeping score at home, I am in
Yeah.
fact
You
very
were
afraid of spiders.
You were terrified of spiders.
But I have made a commentary track to Arachnophobia. Maybe we'll put it on the podcast one day. It was a bet I lost to a former Academy student who will remain nameless.
Okay.
And had to watch that film.
That sounds definitely like an upcoming episode.
Yeah. So I answered none of your questions, but
No, you did. You told me what your favorite scary movie is.
you're fair.
Not being a scary movie
Yeah.
fan, okay?
Yeah.
I will say I also am not I am a scary movie fan, but I don't like the slasher movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm not Casey Covington. I don't like the more blood the better. Whereas she is like all in on Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street. Those are not my favorite type. I do like scary comedy movies, so I'm a huge fan of the Scream movies. Okay,
sure.
I do like Scream. So it's like. It's okay if you have all kinds of blood and gore as long as you're laughing, right? But those are not my favorite scary movies. My favorite scary movie of all time is the master of suspense, Alfred Hitchcock. I think his greatest movie, The Birds.
Oh, yeah. It's great.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
awesome.
It is amazing how much that movie still terrifies me today. I'm 62 years old. I've seen it at least a dozen times, minimum, and it still scares the bejesus out of me. Yeah. So
Hitchcock's the best.
he is the best. He's a master.
Academy kids, let us know if you know who Alfred Hitchcock is. You should. Well, I guess I didn't think of it. So thrillers count.
Thrillers count. Yeah.
Well, then, I mean, does Jaws count?
If it scares you, it's a scary movie.
Jaws might be my favorite.
That's a strong choice.
It isn't, I guess it's cheating, though, because it doesn't scare me. I just think it's fun.
Okay, let's ask the judges. Judges, ding, 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 ding. They say yes. So there you go. They say they count it.
So we have upped our production value, but it's still the same show.
It's
Yeah.
right. We now have a camera operator. We have a production assistant and judges.
So we could let them know the season now.
We could.
Or
Yeah.
we could cut to find out the rest of the staff's grusicles
We want to
and
make them
favorite scary
wait.
movies.
We want to make them wait.
Yeah, Bill's
Okay.
character.
All right. Well, let's. I tell you what. Let's cut to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will travel down to the Granbury Opera House and visit with the Granbury Theatre Company staff. And you know what? Let's do a little trick or treating. Let's make it. It's Halloween. Let's make it a trick or treating trip.
Sounds good.
That's hard to say.
Trick or treating trip.
You did well.
Well, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to take a very quick break, and we'll be right back. And when we come back, we'll be down at the Granbury Opera House. Hey, this is Micky Sheeran, talking to you today about my buddy Joe Jones with 5P Roofing and Construction. 5P Roofing and Construction is your local roofing and general contracting company. They specialize in residential and commercial re-roofs and insurance claims. I've used Joe myself, and I could not recommend him more. Give Joe a call today at 817-608-7663 for a free quote. And be sure to tell Joe that you heard about it on the Acting Up with GTC podcast.
Trick or treat.
No.
Would you at least tell us what your favorite scary movie is? Trick or treat!
Trick or treaters.
Oh. Ooh.
I need that.
Thank you. So, Emmy, tell us your favorite Halloween scary movie or grusical.
Ooh, I'm a big Haunted Mansion fan. Any version of the Haunted Mansion, I will be watching it.
McKenna,
Yes.
tell us your favorite Halloween scary movie or grusical.
My favorite grusical is Carrie. I love Carrie.
So, Kendra, tell us your favorite Halloween scary movie or grusical.
Let's restart that question.
Hey, Kendrick, what is your favorite Halloween scary movie or grusical?
I'm gonna have to say Little Shop of Horrors.
Tiffany, tell us your favorite Halloween scary movie or grusical. Cut. Trick or treat!
Trick or treat!
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you have any stuff?
Stuff what?
Well, like candy and stuff. Trick or treat stuff.
Halloween.
I don't
Oh
have
my God.
candy, but I have this
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, a wig.
wig cap for
A wig
Okay.
cap. What I've always wanted.
brushes because she's a mess.
Huh?
Welcome. And hair ties, just for fun. Okay.
All right.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, thank you, Hanukkah.
Hey, Colton.
Yes.
What's your favorite Halloween scary movie, grusical?
Hocus Pocus.
So, tell us your favorite Halloween scary movie or grusical. Trick or treat!
Look at these costumes. I have to go. Yeah. Oh, for Halloween? Here you go. We get noises off playbills. Yes. Currently running weekends through November 10th.
Casey, tell us your favorite Halloween scary movie or grusical.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious what my favorite scary movie is. It is a very iconic slasher film directed by Wes Craven. It is Scream.
Jarrett, tell us your favorite Halloween scary movie or grusical.
My favorite Halloween anything is anything created by Mike Flanagan. So you got your Dr. Sleeps, you got your Hush, you got your Haunting of Hill House, you've got your Midnight Mass. The man's a genius and he doesn't miss.
Hey, let's whip in here and tell the GTC shop guys trick or treat. I just had to knock on the door. Trick or treat! Oh, this is what we're getting for trick or treat.
Gavin, what is your favorite Halloween scary movie or grusical?
I always love The Shining. The Shining's got to be number one for me.
Hannah, tell us your favorite Halloween scary movie or grusical.
My favorite Halloween scary movie is Insidious, all of them.
Fun. JD?
Yeah.
Tell us your favorite Halloween scary movie or grusical.
Probably the original Halloween.
Ben, tell us your favorite Halloween scary movie or grusical.
My favorite scary movie is probably the 2019 Cats. Scares me bad.
All right, we're back on the Acting Up with GTC podcast. My name is Micky Sharon.
I'm Matt Beutner.
And we are still your host, even after going on a trick-or-treating expedition down to the Granbury Opera House.
We got almost all of the staff to participate.
Almost all. Yeah.
I didn't have anything else to
Actually,
say.
I guess we got all.
Technically, they did all participate.
Everyone who was there today.
Yes. Well, I was mostly talking about how the two that were like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah. But we got at least a minimal level of participation out of everyone who was there today. So
Yes.
let's go ahead and say who we're talking about. We're talking about
Whitney and Tiffany.
Whitney Sharon,
But hey, we got them to be in the video.
Yes.
Thanks, y'all.
They are in the video.
They were both like, literally, why? And we were like, because it's dumb.
Yeah.
Yay.
But we count that as a major accomplishment.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, but now we know what all of the GTC production staff, we know what their favorite scary or Halloween movie or grusical is. We now know what that is.
So it's probably time to tell you the season.
I think it is probably the time to tell the season.
Or hey, Travis, what's your favorite scary movie?
I don't have one, actually.
Ah, okay. Do you have a favorite grusical?
I love Sweeney Todd so much.
Let's go.
It's
3 for 3
It's
on
across
Sweeney.
the board. It's unawesome.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, we got anything else we can come up with, or should we let the kids know?
You're being awful.
Usually
man.
we do like I've done a dumb bit or a skit or something, so I have to do something.
I know, but you're being awful, making the kids wait.
Well, they torture me enough. This is my revenge.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. All right.
So let's roll into it.
Trick or treat for the kids.
This is trick or treat. This is the here's the treat. We are now going to reveal to you the 2025 Granbury Theatre Academy Children's Series.
Who knows if this drum roll works at all, but yay! Okay, so do we want to hold their applause for? Do you want me to just rattle all of them off?
No,
or
let's talk about each one at a time.
Okay, so coming up first, our Shakespeare show in the spring. This is for our teenage students. It'll be available for everybody between the ages of 13 and 18 on the audition day, and that'll be sometime in early January.
Okay.
But that is going to be Julius Caesar.
Ooh,
Yes.
Julius Caesar.
Fun fact, the kids have been... I make fun of them, but they have been being very patient. One of the teenagers was like, oh my God, give me a hint. Give me a hint about the Shakespeare. I'm going nuts. And so I was like, okay, whatever. And I said, stabby, stabby. And I was like, that's obvious. That's bad. And it still took her like a month.
Oh, okay. Well,
I won't say who it was, but you know.
Not real quick on the uptake.
But she is. That was the funny thing. As soon as I said it, I was like, whoops. It was like a couple years ago when we let Kendrick know we were doing Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, give us a hint. And he said, clouds. And they went, so Mary Poppins. He was like, and ran away.
That was their first choice?
Yes.
From clouds?
Well, I mean, like.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I feel like it's pretty obvious. There's not a lot of kids shows that you fly. It's Peter Pan.
Oh.
Which is not one.
Well, I wasn't equating clouds to flying, but I guess, okay. I'll give you that one. Okay,
well, anyway, so Julius Caesar.
So Julius Caesar, that's the Shakespeare show, and that's for teens.
Keeping with our trend of doing a comedy and then a drama and then a comedy and then a drama.
Right.
So no, this is a great show and everything works out fine for everybody. Nobody gets stabbed to death.
Nope. Okay.
Okay.
All
so,
right.
but that's Julius Caesar.
All right.
And then so our spring show for the kids, the 8 to 12-year-olds, this is everything else you're going to hear about today is a musical.
Okay.
So the first musical that the Theatre Academy is going to perform in 2025 is Seussical Kids.
Ah, Seussical Kids. One of my favorites.
Yes, this is a good one. Seussical's big for me, personally. That was the show that kind of, as silly as it sounds, that was the show that got me addicted to performing.
Really?
Or to specifically doing theater. There was a while where I was like, I don't know, I'm going to do film, or I'm going to do writing, or I'm going to do something else. And then I played the Cat in the Hat and Seussical, and I was like, oh.
And how old were you?
19.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was after high school that I was like, oh wait, maybe I do want to be a weirdo theater kid.
Okay. Had you ever done any theater before that?
Yes, I had been a munchkin, a literal munchkin in The Wizard of Oz at 10 years old in 1999.
Wow.
And then I was...
Did you party like it was 1999?
Nah, because I was 10. I partied like it was any other day.
Okay.
And, we played video games and watched TV. All so right. Anywho.
Lost reference for anybody under 40.
I knew what you were saying. All right. So, and then the other show that I did before Seussical, because there were only two that I can remember, I was Schroeder in Your Good Man, Charlie Brown.
Oh, great
And that
show.
was senior year of high school.
That would have been a great role for you.
Yeah, it was fun.
Cool.
It was a good time.
Okay, so we got Seussical
Julius
Kids.
Caesar, and we got Seussical Kids.
Okay, all right.
And so that'll be the same thing that's available for, both those shows we've mentioned so far are audition only. So not everybody gets cast, right? Or potentially.
And those are both in May.
Those are both in May. They will both perform the first weekend in May.
Okay.
I like to say that the Shakespeare will be on the Saturday night, but we're gonna wait and see for sure when the high schoolers are doing their prom. Because last year they set their prom. One of them, I think it was Weatherford, set their prom on that Saturday.
Oh.
And I was looking forward to having a cast in midsummer, so we switched it to the Friday. But either way.
Okay.
Seussical Kids and Julius Caesar will perform the first weekend in May.
All right.
The Seussical auditions will be sometime this semester. I'll let you know when I know.
Okay.
But okay.
All right.
So
we're rolling on. That was not thunder.
Yes, it was. Travis is that powerful. He called down thunder.
All right.
He's magic.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one, the big one. Our summer camp show.
All right.
The one that everybody ages 5 to 18 gets to participate in some way or another. There are auditions, but everybody gets to play Finding Nemo.
Whoa, Finding Nemo. Yeah. I love that. I love that show.
Contrary to what many of the kids have said, they were like, well, we could do Nemo. Nah, you wouldn't do 2 ocean shows back to back.
We love the water. We love the water at Granbury Theatre Academy.
My lack of creativity. We'll go to the ocean twice in a row.
Yeah.
But no, I'm very, very excited about Finding Nemo. Love that movie. It's weird to say that it's a classic because I don't even think it's 20 years old.
Really? Is it not 20 years old yet?
Travis, you're the producer. You got a phone?
All right, our production assistant is Johnny on the spot, looking that up.
Sorry, man.
And while he's doing
Powerful
that,
Travis Trimble.
But we love and that's a relatively new show.
Yes.
In the kids and junior theater world. That's kind of a relatively
it hasn't been
new
around
release.
very long,
right?
For sure. I think we were
because didn't they release that do a new work showcase?
I was going to say
JTF?
I think they announced it at JTF a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And then it was the old thing where Elizabeth Baker makes eye contact with me and says, please don't do that show yet. We're going to do it next year. I was like, okay. Sounds good.
All right.
We were just looking at like, don't do it yet. It's my turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to do Finding Nemo. I'm very, very excited. We will have our Littles camp for ages 5 to 7, and then the kids and the teens, that's the 8 to 12-year-olds and the 13 and ups, they will each perform that show after a 2-week camp.
Right.
For all of them. So Finding Nemo is the big one for the Academy this next year.
And that basically consumes the month of July.
Yes.
Yeah.
I regularly tell my family, get used. I will not exist for about 3.5 weeks.
Yeah. It's one of the
That
best.
sounds depressing.
One of the best times of the year, though.
No, it's so fun.
It's fun. So okay, so our Crackerjack production assistant is.
I don't know if cell phone service was participating. No internet.
Okay, no internet. All right. Well, we will. We will.
Well, we'll edit it in later. The
we'll get back
that
to
the
you on
movie
that.
came out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say May 13th, 2004.
Ooh.
That was just a guess. If I'm right, it's not intentional.
I am going to go. Okay. I'm gonna go a little later.
Late summer.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go 2002.
Could be
2002 for the release of Finding Nemo. We may be both way off. I don't know, but we'll find out.
It came out like
and we
2010 or
will
something. We're like,
we will put it in. So okay,
cool.
So Finding Nemo, big summer camp shows.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that's 3.
That's 3. There's one more. The look on my face just then was me going, "Oh gosh, what's the last show?"
Oh.
But then so we are. Some of you know what this is because you put together just through kind of a process of elimination.
Yeah.
But we are breaking from tradition, and the show that we usually take to JTF Atlanta, usually that show is our summer camp show. We're switching it up this year. The show we're taking to JTF Atlanta is Matilda, and that is in fact what we are doing in the fall with our teenagers.
Yeah.
Woo!
Another show I love.
Oh, it's a great one.
Man, the music in that show is so good.
It's so unique, and it is so wonderful. And the best thing, here's a shots fired opinion.
Oop.
Shots on the Halloween Spooktacular.
All right.
I like the junior version of Matilda better than the full version.
You know what? I'm not going to disagree with you on that.
It's just something about it. I think it cuts. It gets. I hate to say it gets to the point better, because there's a lot of people that love Matilda and it's a beautiful show, and I totally get it.
Yeah.
But I just think the show being a little leaner helps it hit more emotionally for me.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I mean, I don't not like the full
it's great.
version. It's a great show, but I will agree with you as being a junior cut. I think it is probably the best junior cut of a full length adult show I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah, I would agree.
They kept the very, very best parts and cut out the fluff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not to get too specific, but there's a lot of times that it's like, why did you keep that? And cut. Neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to have that job for a living.
No,
to cut
me
kid
either.
shows and then
Me either.
everybody judging my decisions.
Somebody smarter and with Teflon britches. So because there's always got to be somebody that's not going to be happy.
We're going to start a thing on this podcast. What were we going to call it? Were we going to call it Mickey Moments?
Mickeyisms.
Mickeyisms.
Yeah.
Where every time
or Mick's musings.
Mickey's musings.
Yeah, there you go.
Anytime that Mickey says something that's just like hardcore East Texas, Teflon britches, left a scald on that one, not enough room to
cuss a cat
in.
Hey, I got a lot of.
I don't know how many of us he's said on the podcast,
out there,
but
okay, Brent Baker, I'm looking at you, man. Okay, you got to help me out here. I know Kent Dean, guys, come on, Tate Chesney. help me out here. I know y'all have heard a lot of these.
Why is it all the Weatherford guys that are the only ones that you're calling out right now?
Well,
Or you're recruiting right now.
I don't know. They're just the first ones that come to mind. So,
all right, anyway, so we're gonna have Mickey Muses. I don't know. Recite all the Mickey Muses in the comments below.
There you go.
And if you get them all, you'll probably not get anything, but you'll get pride.
Hashtag Teflon pants.
Hashtag Teflon britches.
There you go.
Okay, so the 2025
back to the business.
children's season is Julius Caesar, for the Shakespeare show.
Yep.
Susical Kids for the kids' spring show. Finding Nemo Jr. for the summer camp. And closing it all off, Matilda Jr. in the fall. I will say it publicly. I have the beginnings of plans. There might be an additional play in the fall. Maybe. Very, very small. Potentially perform at like Morgan Street, but just another performance opportunity. Don't bank on it. But I just want to let you know that I have heard you, those that are asking for more stuff, and I am considering it.
And if it happens, you heard it here first.
If it happens, you heard it here first. And if it didn't happen, I'd said it might not, so don't get mad at me.
Now, we probably do need to say here at this point in the proceedings that do not rush to the Granbury Theatre Company ticket page and or ticket website and try to book your tickets, because these shows have not been set up in the ticket site yet. But it will get there.
But if you're going to rush to buy any tickets, Noises Off still has technically 2 weekends when this goes live.
Yeah.
And then after that, if you're going to rush to buy any Academy tickets, rush to get tickets to see Anastasia.
That's right.
Opening on the Opera House stage, opening and closing the weekend before Thanksgiving. I don't remember the dates, but it's the weekend before Thanksgiving.
November 22nd and 23rd. It's either 21st and 22nd or 22nd and 23rd.
Travis is trying very, very hard to 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. He didn't need his phone for that one.
He did not, because he knows.
Well, yeah.
He knows what it is.
Somebody's phone works.
But you know what? I will have to tell you, that was one of the smoothest, deftly handled segues you've ever laid out there.
Oh, getting it back to Anastasia?
Yeah, we're getting it back to Noises Off.
Oh, well,
and then into Anastasia. Yeah. Well, okay. Since you went there, I mean, let's talk about what we've got from, here we are, late October, Halloween. Man, it's going to be a busy fall and holiday season at the Granbury Opera House, because we do have 2 weekends left of Noises Off, and then we have our next tribute concert is and again, you old rock and rollers out there, Tate, Brent, Kent, I'm looking at you, man. We're gonna have for the first time ever a amazing ZZ Top tribute band. They're called El Loco Fandango. They will be here for November 15th and 16th for 3 shows. They're coming all the way from Colorado, and an amazing band. You don't want to miss them, so get your tickets for that. And then the very next weekend, we have Anastasia. And then the very next weekend after that, we have the Nutcracker Ballet, which is the weekend right after Thanksgiving. And then the next weekend, our Christmas show, Annie, opens up. So once we start in November, it's boom, 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 boom.
And Annie, it's important with the way the holidays fall this year, it only runs for like 3 weekends.
Yes.
It's 20 shows.
It's 20 shows, but it's like 3 weekends.
But it's 3 weekends. So don't sleep on that show.
That poor cast. I mean, they're going to be snoozing.
That's a lot
they're
of
going to be
shows,
snoozing on Christmas Eve.
Yes, 100%.
But it's going to be a great show.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
It's a phenomenal cast, and and our sweet little dog that you met on the podcast last episode, Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
Let's hear it for Jelly Roll. # Jelly Roll. Is coming along just great. I talked to Brighton Cummings, our dog trainer, actually earlier today, and Jelly Roll has finished his doggy boot camp and is now attending rehearsals. He actually is scheduled to have his headshot taken tonight.
That's fantastic.
Yes. Jelly Roll will have their own headshot.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. So say all that to say this. It is, as always, something always happening at the Granbury Opera House. But man, there's literally something for everyone from here on to the end of the year. And we might as well go ahead and lay out our New Year's Eve show. I mean, it may seem and feel like a little bit early to be talking about
really.
New Year's Eve, but man, it'll be here before you know it. This year, our New Year's Eve show is it's called the Troubadour Experience. It is a tribute to the music of George Strait. And so, yeah, it should be. This guy was here back in 2018, I believe, and we've been trying to get him back ever since then, but the guy is booked solid, and so it's taken us 6 years to get him back, and so we're real excited to have the Troubadour Experience tickets for all of those shows that we just talked about. Other than the children's series for next year.
Yes.
Let's reiterate that. Other than those, all of the shows we just talked about, they are on sale right now at GranburyTheatreCompany.org, or you can call the box office at 817-579-0952. Have you learned that phone number yet?
No.
I'm gonna ask you one of these days.
817-579-0952.
Very good.
Doesn't count because I just heard it.
That's okay.
But
committed to memory, man.
We'll try.
Okay. All right. So what else? What else we got? Anything?
I think that's the show.
That's the show.
Unless I forgot something.
Okay. All right.
And there's no joke there. I just like.
Yeah. Well, that's quite a bit. Well, let us say this. We hope you like our new studio digs.
Yes.
And drop us some comments and let us know what you think about not only the studio but our new video format. And as a reminder, if you don't like the video format, we still have the audio only version that is available on Spotify. You can get both the video and audio version on Spotify, also on Apple Podcast, also on iHeart Podcast. And if you are just a diehard video fan, go to our YouTube page, the GTC YouTube page, and you can find the Acting Up with GTC podcast video version there. All right. Got anything else?
Just happy Halloween. Be safe.
Yeah.
Be smart.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid. And if you're going to be in rehearsal anyway, then I don't know. Find something else to do. Do people go trick-or-treating anymore?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we did.
In
but
our
like-
neighborhood, they do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Where in the neighborhood we live in Granbury, yeah, we have kids.
Cool.
Yeah. And if you don't want kids to come to your house, you turn your porch
the
light
porch
off.
light off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Okay. I knew that's how it used to be. But
Our porch light will be on.
Awesome. Do you give out like big candy, or do you give out like the little like?
Well, we give out the little candy. What? Don't candy shame me, Matt. Come on, man.
I remember the thing when I was a kid, we would like scout. We'd be like, okay, who's like giving out like the good stuff? Like, we gotta get there. We gotta double time.
Well, this is all name brand candy. It's not like it's true value.
When I meant like I remember, then there was the one house where they would give out like full candy bars. You were like, what? Go there, run.
Oh, yeah, we'd go broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, anybody would. Can't
So-
do that anymore.
But yeah.
But anyway, go to Mickey's house and take his responsibly sized candy from him. Take more. Don't do the thing.
It's called fun size.
When Mickey goes to reach in there and grab candy, don't let him do that. Reach in yourself so you can get more. See, that's how you go trick-or-treating.
It's fun size candy, kind of like Matt's body type. Fun
Wow.
size. Shots fired.
Are you trying to say I'm skinny?
You're small and skinny.
Well, with that, with this being said, kids,
Yeah.
feel good about the candy you eat.
That's right.
This Halloween and for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
okay.
well, I think we've reached the end of this line. Again, we want to thank Travis Trimble for joining us and being our amazing camera operator, production assistant, and if he had internet access, he would also be our research assistant. But we'll work on that. All right, so that's all we have time for on today's episode of the Acting Up with GTC podcast. And until next time, I'm Micky Sharon.
I'm Matt Boitner. And we'll see you at the Opera House.
You almost forgot about it, didn't you? All right. Later, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Acting Up with GTC. To support the podcast, visit our Patreon page, patronize our sponsors, and come join us for an upcoming production at the Granbury Opera House. Subscribe to the podcast anywhere you get your podcasts. And be sure to tell us what you think of the show on our Facebook and Instagram pages. Thanks for acting up with us. See you soon.